Hi. So what we're doing today, we've got, excitingly, two bikes to review. One I've already done, so if you've followed the channel or if you've already looked, we've already reviewed the Orbea Gain M20i, but I'm going to kind of do it again in the same video because this is, let me just turn it around, is a head-to-head. So here we've got my 2021 Orbea Gain M20i with Di2 and Mile Ebikemotion X35 Plus rear hub motor. And then we've also got a 2021 Trek Domane LT Plus. This is a 2021 as well. The biggest difference in this, I mean, they're both very, very similar specification bikes. They've both got, in as much as this is my friend's bike, which he has extensively upgraded. So this didn't come with Di2 electronic gears on it, but it has them now. I won't go into the do's and don'ts and whys and wherefores of it, but it now has Di2, so he's got the remote bits on the handlebars and everything, and it's a really, really nice bike. So the biggest, for anybody that doesn't know too much about these bikes, the biggest difference is the drivetrain. So this is a Fazua drive motor. So on this one, where I'm looking there on the down tube, the battery is in there, but also the drive is in the bottom there by the crank as well. So the whole thing is all in there. So the biggest difference is this. So on the Fazua drive motor, the back wheel is exactly as normal, and all the business is done in there. There's like a gearbox affair in there. I don't know, I'm not an expert on these bikes, so you'll have to forgive me. But also with the Trek, the other big difference is it comes with a key, which is a huge difference between the two. There we go. So this is the Fazua motor or drive system. So the motor is in there, and that spins round and round in there. You can see that. So that's the whole bay, and that's the bit you can cover. See all the cables. So that's the big difference. Is on the Orbea that doesn't happen. You just keep the battery inside the bike. So you have to do this. For those of you who may be thinking of buying one or whatever, you have to remove this every time you want to charge it. Panel there. This one comes with, as standard, DT Swiss rims. They're aluminium rims. You've got your Ultegra Di2, and this is Fazua as well. So the difference with these pedals is they spin around a bit like, I think, like you would have on a mountain bike, e-bike, and a Bosch motor, and they actually spin independently of the cogs. So yeah, it's a cracking looking bike. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them both out. Obviously this is actually my bike, so this is an Orbea Gain M20i, for those of you who haven't seen it before. So where do we start? The drivetrain on this one, this is where the big difference is. So in these, you've got a battery, but it's encased in the frame in here, and you charge it up. Mine's broken, this little bit is broken. You charge it up in there, but you can also have here a range extender, which I do have, which increases the power from 248 watt hours to a further 200. And yeah, so I did forget to include the fact that these range extenders are £550 or $700 US, so not cheap. Trek again. So that's the conventional hub. And the beauty of that system with the Trek is you can swap your wheels over if you want to, whereas you still can with the Orbea or any, I mean the Fazua and Ebikemotion systems are available in many different types of makes of bikes as well. These aren't unique to these makes at all. So there's the drive. So rather than having it in the crank like you've got on the Trek, the drive is in the hub, so it's a hub drive motor. Then you just have a cable which is there, that runs to there, and that goes to the battery. So my bike, cockpit wise, if you want a comparison, I'm biased obviously, but it's a fair bit cleaner. There's no wires. These aren't standard handlebars, by the way. There is a video on that. Showed you my notes in. So yeah, and it does also have integrated headlights and tail light. So those lights are on as soon as you start riding the bike. They come on. Mine has the Shimano Ultegra Di2 as well. On my bike I've got 5236 at the front and 1132 at the back, which comes as standard, whereas Des is, do you know, I don't even know what it is at the front. No idea. I think, oh there we go, 5034 at the front, and I know he's got 1134 at the back as well. So quite a different, that'll be quite interesting when I do take it for a ride. Other than that, they're both, the only difference is really, his has got aluminium DT Swiss wheels, mine are carbon as standard. I've got a carbon seat post, so does he, I believe. Yeah, and so there's not masses of difference really. And then obviously on mine you've got the iWalk control system, but it's going to be a really interesting parallel to take them both out. I'm really quite looking forward to it. Next thing to do was to take the bike out. The video is getting way too long, so I have divided the whole thing into a series of 3, so the next one will be actually riding the Trek. So yeah, keep your eyes open for that one. See you soon.